In boxing, the crown is never given, it is taken. While the world was looking at aging legends and exhibition spectacles, a new breed was being forged in the dark. We call them the Untouchables. 10 men, 0 losses. A collective knockout ratio that defies logic. Some are already wearing world titles. Others are one phone call away from destroying a champion's legacy. This is the 2026 Ghost List. The 10 fighters who are officially unavoidable. At number 10, Jack Turner. We start in Liverpool with El Terrier. Jack Turner doesn't just win, he deletes opposition. Fresh off a dominant performance on February 7th, Turner has now stopped 13 of his 14 opponents. In the bantamweight division, he is the shark that the champions are trying to keep out of the water. Record, 14 wins, 13 knockouts.
Jack D. Turner!
At number 9, Richard Torrez Jr. The heavyweight division usually moves in slow motion, but Richard Torrez Jr. is a glitch in the system. The Olympic silver medalist is a relentless pressure cooker. He faces Frank Sanchez in an IBF final eliminator on March 28th. If he wins, the world title shot is no longer a dream. It's a mandate record. 14 wins, 12 knockouts.
And still, junior NABF heavyweight champion, Richard Kiki Torrez!
At number 8, Lucas Boddy. Canada's Prince became a global name with his viral knockout of Ashton Silve, but he proved he's more than a highlight reel by defeating Roger Gutierrez. Now the WBA number 2 mandatory at lightweight. Boddy is a sniper waiting for the elite to blink. Record, 20 wins, 15 knockouts.
Declaring your winner by unanimous decision, and still undefeated, Prince Lucas Boddy.
At number 7, Floyd Schofield. Kid Austin fights like he's being fast-forwarded. His hand speed isn't just a gift. It's a weapon of mass destruction. Currently ranked as the WBA's number 1 contender at lightweight, Schofield has spent the last year proving that he's the fastest gun in the West. Record, 19 wins, 13 knockouts.
Williams and Pena couldn't do the job. Floyd Schofield did!
At number 6, Amari Jones. Mentored by Virgil Hunter, Amari Jones is the surgeon of the middleweight division. He just added another clinical knockout to his resume on February 21st. Jones doesn't brawl, he dissects. He is the most technically balanced prospect in the sport today. Record, 15 wins, 13 knockouts.
Winner by way of technical knockout and still undefeated, Amari the Reaper Jones!
At number 5, Xander Zayas. The wait for Puerto Rico is over. On January 31st, Xander Zayas fulfilled his destiny by unifying the WBA and WBO junior middleweight titles in San Juan. At just 23 years old, he is already a king, carrying the hopes of an entire island on his back. Record, 23 wins, 13 knockouts.
The winner, and now the unified WBO and WBA junior middleweight champion of the world, El Orgullo Guerrero de Puerto Rico, Xander Zayas.
At number 4, Curmel Moton. Floyd Mayweather calls him a generational talent, and the 19-year-old is proving it. Coming off a dominant win on the Pacquiao Promotions card this past February 28th, Moton is moving through the lightweight ranks with a cold, veteran-like efficiency that is terrifying to behold. Record, 9 wins, 7 knockouts.
Yeah, they're stopping the fight, that's it, it's over.
Yeah.
Curmel Moton picks up the 7th stoppage of his young career.
At number 3, Moses Itauma. The heavyweight boogeyman is real. Moses Itauma is a 21-year-old physical marvel who moves like a middleweight and hits like a freight train. He faces Jermaine Franklin on March 28th in Manchester. He isn't just looking for a win. He's looking to break Mike Tyson's record for the youngest champion in history. Record 13 wins, 11 knockouts.
Itauma gets the biggest win of his professional life, and he does it emphatically, and he does it with ease. And is this guy now going?
At number 2, Junto Nakatani. He is Japan's Big Bang, a 3-division champion who has just signed the biggest contract in Japanese history. On May 2nd, at the Tokyo Dome, Nakatani will face the monster Naoya Inoue in a P4P super fight for the ages. He is the only man on earth who looks capable of dethroning the king. Record, 32 wins, 24 knockouts.
Beautiful left hand.
Oh, the fight's over. 2 knockdowns, the fight is over.
Just a monster. Heavy hit.
At number 1, Abdullah Mason. At the top of the mountain stands the perfect fighting machine. Abdullah Mason is the WBO lightweight world champion. Ice cold, technically flawless, and possessing devastating power in both hands. At 21, he is the gold standard. He doesn't just win fights, he ends eras. He is the number 1 untouchable. Record, 20 wins, 17 knockouts.
Leg, and I step back. Oh goodness. Forget about what I'm saying right now. I just want to see this finish right
There
now.
it is. It has to be the end.
10 men, 10 perfect records, 1 shared destiny. The old guard is fading, and the era of the Untouchables has arrived. Drop your pick for the 2026 Fighter of the Year in the comments. Subscribe as we track the rise of the new kings. This is the future of boxing.